Morning to you. It is Wednesday, the 11th of February this morning, and our devotion is entitled The True Bridegroom. The last few have been connected to marriage and biblical marriage that Jacob got cheated on. At least that's what he thought. Anyway, the true bridegroom. The scripture verse here is 2 Corinthians 11:2. I am jealous for you with a godly jealousy. I promised you to one husband, to Christ, so that I might present you as a pure virgin to him. We shouldn't just look at what God did in Leah. We have to also look at what God did for her. Her last child was Judah. And in Genesis 49, we are told that it is through him that the true king, the Messiah, will someday come. God had come to the girl that nobody wanted, the unloved, and made her the ancestral mother of Jesus. Salvation came into the world not through beautiful Rachel, but through the unwanted one, the unloved one. And here is the power to overcome our idolatries. There are many people in the world who have not found a romantic partner, and they need to hear the Lord say, I am the true bridegroom. There is only one set of arms that will give you all of your heart's desire and await you at the end of time, if only you turn to me and know that I love you now. However, it is not just those without spouses who need to see that God is our ultimate spouse, but those with spouses as well. They need this in order to save their marriage from the crushing weight of their divine expectations. If you marry someone expecting them to be like a God, it is only inevitable that they will disappoint you. It's not that you should try to love your spouse less, but rather that you should know and love God more. How can we know God's love so deeply that we release our lovers and spouses from our stifling expectations? By looking at the one to whom Leah's life points. Great imagery here. It holds true to the reality that our God often sides most often with the least of these, with the poor, with those that the world does not consider to be likable, lovable, special of any kind. And yet here with Leah, who obviously had a difficult life based on her looks, and that's one of those ways our world judges, that in the end she is in the family line of Jesus, having a son Jacob, who becomes part of the family tree in many years before Jesus comes, and yet in the family tree. And so that's the way our God works. Sometimes we don't think much of ourselves, and let's be honest about that. And we doubt ourselves. We don't think we have much to offer. We don't think we can do very much. We don't think we're very smart. All those kinds of negative things, which really those things originate with the little lies that Satan whispers in our ears. And what we need to understand, if we're going to pay attention to this biblical story, is that even though we may see ourselves as being amongst the least of these, those who don't have much to offer, those who aren't really well liked or anything like that from the world, we can have hope that God will still use us in some way. And that's the way he operates. His wisdom is better than the world's wisdom. His ways are better than the world's ways. And that's something we need to always remember and think about when we're having doubts about ourselves or second guessing our lives and whether they're useful or not. I went through a time in my life when I felt called to ministry, but I kept thinking about, because of some decisions and choices I had made, I didn't think God could use me because of that, because I sullied my spirits, my soul. And and then I had people come to my support and encourage me and pretty much tell me these kinds of things. Yes, God can use you. And here's the deal. We make big mistakes, little mistakes, but there's still those things that we hopefully learn from, and we can believe that God allowed us down that path so that he could use us for his purposes, so that we could learn something along the way. And Leah obviously learned those things and became a key figure in the Messiah, the true Messiah coming to earth. So never count yourself out. Never belittle yourself. Never look in the mirror and not like yourself. Don't listen to what other people might say about us, and just go walk away and not understand what the Lord may be wanting to do with us in who we are and in our lives. Because every day, he can use us for his purposes, because all things are possible with him. Blessings to you today, and don't listen to the enemy. Listen to the voice of the Lord coming through prayer time, coming through his word, and just have ears to hear. That's something that's stressed a lot in the scriptures. He who has ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says. Always be tuned in. Always be tuned in to that reality. Blessings to you today.